Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kat, and we are on day 6 of an entire week of Kaleidos makeup, and we are literally tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day that I get to show you guys the Club Nebula palette, and I get to actually dip into it and swatch it and make all kinds of looks, and oh man, so excited. But for today, we're literally going to be addressing a palette that is the exact opposite of colorful, because this is actually the only true neutral palette that Kaleidos has come out with, and it's the Futurism 7 Sashimi City. So that is this guy. I mean, really cool packaging though, like for it being a neutral palette, like it's pretty holographic and shiny. But then this is the color story. Very neutral, and the two metallics, you've got kind of a goldy one and then a pink one. Definitely they are both duochromes, and so that should show up on there. The goldish one has a little bit of some green shift to it, and the pink one definitely has a gold shift to it, so it's pretty interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and swatch those real quick. All right, here are the first three. Just a nice medium brown. Then the first of the two metallics. This is that gold one. You can see a little bit of kind of an orangey pink. Not orangey pink, what am I saying? This one has like a little bit of like, is this actually like a multi-chrome, I'm kind of wondering? Because I'm getting like green to gold to like a little bit of orange. Maybe that's just me, unsure. And then here's the second matte, which is just a little bit more of an orangey undertone. And then we have the second metallic, which is that pink, and you can definitely see a little bit of that gold shift to it. Very nice. And then the last two metallics, we have this guy, has a little bit more of a peachy undertone than this one. And then we have another deeper brown. And then the matching highlighter that we're going to be using is the Star Surfer highlighter, which is just a really nice kind of pinkish highlighter. So let me swatch that for you guys real quick here. Also has a bit of a shift from pink to gold there. You can kind of see there's a little bit of the pink, more of the gold. It's just a very pretty shift. But let's go ahead and jump right into this neutral palette. I think I'm going to take this guy and I am going to apply that to the lid first. I'm not wanting to go in too heavy, so hopefully I can just add a nice light layer of this everywhere. So I was definitely just wanting to ever so lightly coat the eye and kind of create a little bit of a powdery base, because I'm going to be focusing fairly heavily on those two metallic shades. And so I'm going to be doing the gold portion on the inner half and then the pinkish one on the outer half. But I am going to just ever so slightly on the outer corner deepen that up just a little bit with the dark brown that is this one right here, which I think out of the two of them, this one has a bit more of an orange undertone and a bit more red undertone. So very similar to how the two lighter browns, this one has a bit more of an orangey yellow, this has a bit more of a peachy red, and so I think the darker shades fall in line with that. So I was essentially just wanting to create kind of two little arrows in the corner, and so I did bring it down a little bit onto the lower lash line, just a little bit. I think it's gonna hopefully make my eyes a little bit bigger and make them pop. And then for the outer half, we're gonna be going into definitely this duo multi-chrome, that's the pinkish orange one. Okay, and then we're going to go into the inner half with that lighter yellowish chrome. I think for the lower lash line, for the inner portion, I'm just gonna go into this lighter yellowish brown. And then for the inner corner, I think we're actually going to go into the highlighter like we've done a few times before this week. And then we'll slap it on our face as soon as we're done with that. I feel like it's kind of become my life goal that even when I'm dealing with neutral palettes, I still find a way to attempt to make them as colorful as humanly possible. So this time is no different in that I pretty much grabbed as much of the color shades as I could. But let's go ahead and throw the highlighter on our cheeks. And I do want to toss out there real quick that of the two metallic shades, the yellowish gold one definitely is the one that had more fallout. I've got a lot of glitter going on my face that is not easily brushed away, but the pink one wasn't too bad. So just wanted to toss that out there. But I'm gonna go ahead and tightline my eye and throw on mascara, and then we'll be back for the final look. All right, and we're back with the final look. So I'm gonna come in close so you guys can actually hopefully see some of the shift on there. And of course, because I needed to add more color, I popped in some of a light turquoise shade on my waterline there, just because I thought that would be kind of fun to add in a bit of a pop of color. But I think as far as neutral eyes go, it's pretty. It's not bad. It's actually very reminiscent of one of the looks that I had created using, I want to say, the Divine Rose 1 from Pat McGrath last month. This really kind of has a similar vibe to it, but obviously significantly cheaper. So perhaps that's something to kind of keep in mind, is that this could potentially be a really good palette to use if you don't have the Divine Rose, because honestly these metallic shifts are very nice. They're similar, I would say, and then just lots of neutral brown shades, very similar to the Divine Rose. And so now that I'm actually kind of thinking about it, I think this could potentially be a good, I wouldn't say a dupe just because there's not enough shades for it to be a real dupe, but I think it comes close as far as the color story goes. And so if you're wanting a much cheaper option, I think the Sashimi City palette is it's a pretty good choice. But let me know what you guys thought down in the comments, how you would have done this differently. I am not particularly great with neutral palettes. I, for some reason, can really just envision color stories in colorful palettes a lot better than I can with neutral palettes. And so let me know what you guys would have done different. If you have any tips on how to spice up a neutral palette, toss it down below in the comments. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, thumbs down if you did not like the look, whatever, just let me know. This is probably not one of my favorites just because I do like a ton of color, which we're gonna get tomorrow. Ooh man. And so if you made it to the end of this video and you have not yet subscribed, I would suggest subscribing, if anything, just so you can see what's gonna happen tomorrow, because that palette, I've been waiting all week to use that palette and I am so excited. Hopefully you guys are excited too. I am definitely going to be doing 2 looks with it, 1 on each eye, so we're gonna get some fun color stories going. Oh man, I'm gonna attempt to use probably pretty much every single color in there, so it's a whole lot of rainbow stuff going on. Let me know what you guys thought, and this was day 6. 1 day left, guys. You just have a good one.